afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zachary Nolan. Welcome back. If this is your first time tuning in, hello. Nice to meet you. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like on the video. We really do appreciate it. I cover every single Winnipeg Jets news, signings, games, all of it. We cover, we are Winnipeg Jets oriented channel, but we cover a lot of stuff. This is news that I'll be honest, I'm a little bit late on it, but I do have a very good reasoning for that. I worked every day, pretty much. Yeah, I've worked every day for like 5 days straight. This is like 4 days old news. However, it's not the biggest deal, but I wanted to address it now. I was gonna drop it yesterday, and then Sam Gagner signed a deal with the Edmonton Oilers, and I thought to myself, well, I don't want to put out 2 videos in one day. It's better to just space it out because it's nothing urgent. Here's what is to know. I made jokes about not wanting to cover ECHL content because the Jets don't even have an ECHL team. They have an ECHL team now. The Jets, the Winnipeg Jets and the Manitoba Moose have decided to partner up with the Norfolk Admirals of the East Coast Hockey League to be their official ECHL affiliate for the 2023-2024 season. Now, this is one of those things that has a couple ramifications, and we'll talk on it, but I'm just going to first give some backstory. Not every team has an ECHL team. 98% of the teams in the league have an AHL affiliate. There's one floating around that I know for a fact doesn't have a solid AHL affiliate. Below that, once it gets in the ECHL, it's really murky, because what happens a lot of times is if a player plays in the AHL and is splitting time between the AHL and the ECHL, if there's no actual proper affiliate, they will just kind of be loaned out to an ECHL team and mix around from there. Like, for example, Joseph Nardi split time between the Toledo Walleye and the Manitoba Moose, and now this is getting into the ramifications now. The Manitoba Moose have historically decided to often give players to the Newfoundland Growlers. They're like the only Canadian team in the East Coast Hockey League, and they usually get the support from the Manitoba Moose. There was actually a bit of pieces on Twitter where they were talking about the logjam of defense that the Growlers would have, because also Dawson Barteau, if you're not remembering that name, he signed an AHL contract. The Manitoba signed an AHL contract with the Moose earlier this offseason, was expected to report to the ECHL as well and split time between the Growlers and that. Now, that is seemingly not the case. Now, if there's a player who gets dropped from the AHL Manitoba Moose to get reassigned, he will be reassigned with the Norfolk Admirals. And not a bad city, honestly. Never been, but they've always had a team on this. They've always had a second-tier hockey following. They've had an AHL team. Now they have an ECHL team, which is granted a step down. However, not a city that people really have on their radar when you're talking about hockey-enjoying cities. However, there is a decent widespread support. Also, what this means a lot for one player specifically that I want to circle around. Thomas Milic. Milic, I think, is going to be assigned to the ECHL Admirals, to the Norfolk Admirals, and I think he's going to be their starting goalie. I think what'll happen is it'll be an entry-level contract with an assignment there, and they're doing that because, well, one, they put themselves in a little bit of a hole by signing Colin Delia, but also Oskari Stalmanen is still the starter for the Manitoba Moose. DiVincentis is in the OHL, but Milic needs a contract because he's an overager in the WHL. So he will most likely be placed on the Admirals as their starting goalie to just give him about a half year to a full year of development, because next year, I don't think we re-sign Colin Delia, and I don't think we re-sign Oskari Stalmanen. I like him as an AHL goalie, and he has an opportunity to be the next Eric Comrie as a fringe backup, or fringe starter, perhaps, but I don't see that coming true with this Winnipeg Jets system, so we'll have to see how that works from there. And yeah, it's pretty much a year-to-year basis, so we'll see if it greatly affects things. But honestly, it's nice to know that they at least have a good fluid system to be able to move prospects up and down and to be able to move AHLers up and down. It's nice to see. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this video, guys. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe. Let me know down below in the comments. Do you think Thomas Milic is going to play for the Admirals this year or the Manitoba Moose? I'm actually curious to hear it. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.